just got done playing pickleball, and then I could have just kind of stayed smelly and come straight out and lit up a stream, but I wanted to go home and shower, and I'm happy I did, because I'm about to eat and I'm gonna feel so much better eating when I'm clean. Welcome everybody. This is Saturday night. Completely different weather than what we had last night. Last night it was like freak snowstorm night. Tonight, super nice. It's like 42 degrees, which I think is nice. After a night of snow, 42 is good. Jeremy, it's 5:11 p.m. Sunday here. Oh, so you're living in tomorrow. It's already Easter for you. Happy Easter. Happy almost Easter to everybody in the U.S. 76 here in Baltimore. That's nice. What up, KD? What up, RA? Alright, I'm gonna stop real quick and just grab some food. I'm not sure where we're gonna go tonight. I kind of like to leave it open like that. Darlene Smith, what up? Obi-Wan. I don't have my full chat up yet. Give me 1 second. 71 in New Jersey. Everybody else, let me know what the weather's like for you. In Denver, it's kind of hovering around 40 to 43. If anybody missed the stream last night, I got Linda to come out with me, which is pretty epic. That might have been her first stream in 2025. I'm pretty sure she's either sleeping right now or getting ready for bed. Oh my God. Where I'm about to turn right now, there's a Raising Cane's and an In-N-Out. This car is crazy to me. This looks like a golf cart more than a car. Can you imagine being in a crash in that? Like, look at how big the guy is in there. It's basically a golf cart. Oh, and he's eating some pork rinds, I think. 4! You mind if I play through? I'm in a hurry. Smart car. Kind of an oxymoron. It's smart until you get into a crash, and then it's not too smart. I should have gotten a regular sized car. If I ever get that car, I'm gonna, instead of a bike rack, I'm gonna put golf clubs on the back. But I'm gonna kind of weld them into the bag so that it looks like a golf bag, but it's not. People will be like, whoa, that dude has a license plate on his golf cart. And then I just do 90 on the highway. They're like, whoa. Fast and Furious Golf Cart Edition. Oh no. Waves of the World. Thank you, bro. I was just about to turn into In-N-Out, and now I'm looking at it, and I don't think I can, because it is packed. I'm gonna have to pull an audible and go to Raising Cane's. See, look, in front of me, that's the line for In-N-Out. And then if I want to go to Raising Cane's, I just pull right in. So we're gonna have to make it a Cane's night. What up, bro?
What's your name, dude?
Jeremy? May I please have a Caniac combo? And instead of the coleslaw, can I get another piece of toast? And instead of fries, can I get another piece of toast? Dope. And can I have butter on both sides on all three? Lemonade, no ice. And then some hot sauce packets, and that's it.
Right, so it's gonna be 1905. Pay cash.
Card. Thank you so much. You too. Thank you. So basically, just basically give me a loaf of bread and some hot sauce, and I'll handle it from there. It was a while before I realized that you could substitute the, like, I was literally just throwing away that little cup of coleslaw for probably over 2 years. What up, everybody? I forgot to show myself. What up? It's me. Yeah, I don't remember who I was with when they were like, yeah, instead of toast, can I get, or instead of coleslaw, can I get toast? And I just remember looking at them like, you can do that? And then a different time, Linda was like, yeah, instead of fries, I'm going to get toast. And I was like, you can do that? The toast is, mwah. They should do grilled cheese here. That would be pretty good. T. Lucero, what up? Delta Papa, good to see your mug. Thank you. So I actually have, this is a mug of high quality H2O. And then I have a, this is a Fanta, orange Fanta. 0 sugar. Just in case we need it. I don't know if we do or not. This Yeti keeps it cold. I put a Gatorade in one of those, left it in my pickleball bag. The next day I came back and revisited my bag. It was still cold. It was like 12 hours of chill. Yvette, what up? Ace Boogie. So I was actually in the mood for In-N-Out, but I was not in the mood to sit there for 20 minutes, which is what would have happened. And I think if this Raising Cane's wasn't next to In-N-Out, we would have had to wait a long time too. I still don't have my chat up yet. Give me a second. It's going to be a chill night tonight. Linda and I are celebrating our anniversary all weekend, so we've been partying. Porty. Hey, Waves of the World, thank you again. 20 for dinner. That's so generous. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Sharon Guzman, how's your leg? It's good. So I read that it takes about 8 weeks to recover from the injury that I have, and I'm on my 3rd week. So I'm still not running. I'm not doing any fast running. Yeah, thank you. Hey, thank you so much. Is there hot sauce in you?
Not sure.
Hey, thank you so much. Have a good one, bro. He said, I'm not sure, and then gave me more hot sauce. Yes. Wow. That's about as fast as you can go through a drive-through on a weekend. Especially here in Colorado. There aren't a lot of places for kids just to hang out at night. And so it feels like when I was younger and there wasn't a place to hang out, we would go to an IHOP or a Denny's or a Perkins or a Village Inn, some like 24-hour diner. Here, there aren't a lot of those. There is a place called Gunther Tooties, which Linda wants to go to. I don't think I've seen Gunther Tooties in any other state but Colorado. Also, Black Eyed Pea. There's a restaurant here called Black Eyed Pea. Never seen that outside of Colorado. Also, Bojo's Pizza. I'm not a fan of that pizza, but I know a lot of people that are. I'm not a fan of the price, and I'm not a fan of how thick it is. What do you guys think? Should we go into Denver or Boulder? Oh, my pickleball shoes are visible back here. This is a soft case that I got on Facebook Marketplace. I think it was like $15 or something. I love it. It's bright orange like the Broncos, so I can always tell where everything is. If we go into Boulder, people will probably be hanging out because it's a lot nicer than last night. If we go into Denver, we'll just be able to compare and contrast what it looked like in the snowstorm versus what it's like tonight. Oh my God, it smells like toast in here. It smells like toasted toast. Oh, they just both ran the red, leaving the green for me. Boulder so we can rack up subs from Michael Stack. Hey, what up, Dev? I was actually in Boulder a couple days after we saw Michael Stack, and actually I do have cash tonight. Maybe we should do Boulder. One of the first nights I've had cash in a while. Oh my God, hold on, I need to get into this bread real quick. I want to show you what we're working with too. Maybe I'll pull over up here and eat. Rue the She, what up? Master Chef was in Denver. Hey. I used to watch a lot of cooking shows. I used to watch Chopped. When Linda and I first started dating, we watched a whole lot of Chopped. But then I had to stop turning it on because after each episode, she'd be like, why aren't you a good cook? It would always come down to like, why aren't you a good cook, ? And then I'd be like, have you had my Pop-Tarts? I grill those to perfectiones. Have you ever had my Pop-Tarts with whipped cream? Actually, it wasn't we. Linda discovered some cheat sheet dessert hack. It's called s'mores Oreos. Has anybody tried those yet? So she got tiramisu Oreos, which are the thins, and then she got s'mores Oreos, which are kind of like, I don't want to say double stuffed because double stuffed is a little thick, but there's a layer of chocolate and a layer of marshmallow, and then the Oreo is the golden Oreo. It's good. If you ever see s'mores Oreo, give it a test drive. I don't think you'll regret it if you're a s'mores fan. Linda, if there's a s'mores or tiramisu flavor on either, then she gets that. Okay, let me show you what we're working with here. Yeah. Oh, now it really smells like toast in here. Schmorios. Ooh, that is dope. Schmorios. If you had the apostrophe, yeah. S'morios. It probably said that on the packaging, but I'm just always in like a altered state when I see some new Oreo. That's the other thing that we always, when we go to the Asian markets, we'll go into the candy aisle and they'll have just the craziest, oh, this is a corn Oreo, this is a red bean Oreo, asparagus Oreo, 4-pack or 6-pack of Pop-Tarts. I think 6. Yeah, 3 packs of 2. So 6. And then if they're a little bit cold, then you can add whipped cream. If they're fresh out of the toaster and you add whipped cream, the whipped cream just ends up like slipping right off. Toaster strudel. Ooh. So I'm a big strudel guy. I used to make, they had these things, I don't remember who the brand was, but it's a cherry turnover. It's similar to the cherry turnover that they sell at Arby's. but mine are the ones that you bake yourself. So I'm pretty good at, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I'm pretty good at making croissants that are the kind that come out of the tube. So basically I'm just good at following those instructions, but you make your own little turnover triangle, and then they give you the cherry filling to put inside, and then they give you the white frosting to drizzle on top. It's bomb. That was one of the ways I made Linda fall in love with me. I was like, oh, I'm just casually making some turnovers, and she's like, what? That was pretty early on. I was like, yeah, this is just something I do on the reg. No snow yet. So when I woke up this morning, I could just hear melted water. So like on the top of my roof, I could hear the water in the gutters. And that's a comment that Linda had. She was like, a day later, you can't even tell that it was cold or snowy. So we just left Westminster. Actually, we got dinner in Thornton, and then we went through Westminster. Now we're in Broomfield, and we're gonna end up probably in Boulder, even though it's a little chilly out. If I knew it was gonna be Michael Stack's night, I probably would have packed some gloves. These over by the arcade. Happy Saturday night to everybody. Happy Easter Eve if you're in the US. Happy Easter egg hunting day if you are in New Zealand, Australia. This place just says yogurt. I've never seen this before. I wonder what they sell in here. Probably yogurt. Oh, it looked like Yogurtland. Oh my God. I was just telling Linda they don't have Yogurtland here. That had all of the same everything as Yogurtland. Okay, this is the arcade parking lot where we saw that goose. It was a Canadian goose, right? Let me take a lap and see if Goose is over here. A lot of kids smoking. That old lady was vaping right there. Did you see that? That lady looked like she probably went to high school with my mom, and she just blew out the biggest dragon hit of vape. That's one way to stay young, I guess. Wow. I'm gonna have to pull this up and show Linda later. Look at this place. I like their logo. Yogurt Brothers. So why didn't they put Brothers on the sign? It just said yogurt. Am I wrong? I'm gonna have to go back and look. Did anybody else read Brothers? I just read yogurt. The Brothers is like silent. Oh my God, she just got some Yogurt Brothers right here. Should I go in there and see what flavors we're working with before I eat my toast? Put a number 1 in the chat if you want me to walk in there and see what flavors we're working with at the Bros. Actually, I'm not even gonna wait to count the numbers. I should probably just go in there. Linda's gonna need way more info than that. Go on in. Hey, Smooth Goose is in here. Speaking of hip geese, what up, all the silly geese in the chat? Yogurt Bros. Hi. Oh shoot! I gotta turn the mic off. Thank you for letting me know that I was muted. I would have gone another 5 minutes without even knowing. So trying the toast. If you go to Cane's and you order toast, you have to say Bob, butter on both sides. It takes a day off your life, but it's worth it. Yogurt Brothers. I had a friend that used to sell ice cream machines on eBay. I was like, that's such a niche thing. Do you even sell a lot? He's like, we can't, anytime we list it, we just sell it automatically. He's like, think about how many ice cream machines are broken. I'm like, yeah. Nino, what up? Miss you, bro. Hey, thank you. I don't know how late they're open, but we need to try that vanilla ice. What up, Sonia? What up, KD? So look, it just says yogurt, and then they had their little like logo. It might say Brothers, like really tiny. Which city are you in? This is in Broomfield. Between Denver and Boulder. I'm going to make a smash burger on toast. Yum. Okay. So here's what I'm working with. Still 2 pieces of toast. I think that's 5 or 6 fingers, and then 2 special sauce. I mean, a lot of hot sauce in the bag. Let me get us some background music. Gotta dip your toast in the sauce. Yeah, somebody said the sauce is so good that you want to dip your napkin in it. But I think a piece of toast is upgrade from a napkin. Look at this dude's hat in here. This guy was in here when I was checking the flavors. That's not a hat. That's a hat. That was my Crocodile Dundee accent. That's not a knife. That's a knife. He kind of reminds me of the Curious George guy. The man in the yellow hat. This guy's giving me Curious George vibes. That's a bucket hat? Looks like a... I can't tell if it's like Raiden from Mortal Kombat. Raiden wins. I didn't think he had pants on. It's Saturday night. He might have just come from a dance-off, pants-off dance-off. The Jurassic Park hat. A lot of people wear sweatpants here. We should come up with our own flavor of ice cream. Something to do with penguins. You know what? Did they forget to give me a straw? No. It won't matter because I have straws here. Oh, is he sitting with some people? Who's he ponying up with? Oh, he's got some gorgeous hair. Oh, he knows it too. He's stroking it like a mane. I'm going to call this dude my main man. He's got his mane out tonight. All right, here's the first test. He kind of looks like Jim Henson. That's a lot of scoop in there, bro. With that tiny spoon. Oh, no way you're going to block our view. Okay. We were watching the guy with the scarf hair eat, but okay. So now we're just going to have to watch me eat. Butter on both sides, number 2. We got Maine blocked. I'm guessing that he was born in the state of Maine. And when he watches Wizard of Oz, his favorite character is the Cowardly Lion. Put him up. Put him up. I hate guys with better hair than me. My main mang. My main mane. I think he made puppets moonlighting as a human. Okay, I'm almost done. I feel so good. I just got a shower and 2 pieces of toast. It's going to be a good night. We have 400 people in here watching me eat toast. What up, everybody? I'm gonna go for a different angle on this guy. Hold on. We need to approach this situation from a new angle. I have a feeling we're missing like some really good eating. Hold on. Dang, he has quite a big part in the middle there. I respect somebody that goes and gets Yogurt Brothers by themselves. Hey, some other Yogurt Bros just showed up. I look really weird the way that I just parked in the parking lot too. Here, let me turn the car off and make it look even weirder. Wow, he does. That's interesting. Here, hold on. We're blocking his actual face for privacy. Dang, I would have thrown that hair over my shoulder so that it was like in the back. But maybe he wants to drip a little in there for moisture or something. They're like, your hair smells so good. It smells like Robert Van Winkle, aka Vanilla Ice. Does anybody know that's his real name? Vanilla Ice's government name is Robert Van Winkle. Or else it used to be. His name's Bob Van Winkle. You know what? Look this up. Vanilla Ice used to own a lynx named Jinx. Somebody fact check that for me. Google, did Vanilla Ice have a lynx named Jinx? I don't need to look it up. I looked it up in my gut. My gut's telling me that's true. Bob Van Winkle. Bobby. I can't believe this isn't yogurt. Linda and I actually passed by a TCBY and she goes, what is that? I was like, that's like frozen yogurts from the 1900s. And she goes, I've never heard of that. I was like, wow. You really were born within the last 30 years. TCBY was like the first place that was like, wow, yogurt can be good. Biggest park I've ever seen looks like LA River. NBA was better in the 80s and 90s. That's such a cool name. All right, sorry. I just had to get a couple bites in. This is toast number 3. Who knew before I did this that you could substitute anything for more toast? The country's best yogurt. Yeah. Deutschland, what up? Jinx the Lynx, did somebody look it up? He owned a lynx twice. Probably illegal both times, right? When I'm snowboarding in Vail, on the pillars where the ski lifts are, they'll show you tracks and they'll say, look for these tracks. There are lynx walking all over in there in Vail. Yeah, so if you didn't learn anything else tonight, oh my God, did they leave the guy with the beautiful hair just all by his lonesome? You dare me to go in there and give him a sticker from the stream? No, I don't want him to rewind this and see that we've been watching him for like 30 minutes. If you're watching the stream right now, flip your hair to your back. If you're watching the stream, throw your hair over your shoulder like a continental soldier. I don't think he's watching. Man, if I had hair like that, I'd be doing a lot of head banging. I'd probably need a neck brace when I wasn't banging. All right, let's get out of here. There's got to be somebody that's just tuning in for the first night. They're like, what the hell is this? This dude just streams himself eating toast. Talking about the 1900s. In my day, there was only one kind of toast. We had to cook it under a magnifying glass in the sun. You spoiled kids with your air fryers and toasters. I used to just used to let it sit on the hood of my Model T. 7 years ago. When you play pickleball, so there's a drive and then there's a shot called a dink. And I asked Linda earlier to call me Abraham Dinkin. She said no. It'd be so much cooler if she agreed to do that. This is my hut. Oh, this guy has a scrubbed plate. Look at this. Super scrubbed. Bro. Yeah, we see you. We see you scrubbing. Hey, Shannon Hansen's in the chat. She heard me talking about scrub plates. Shout out to Mama Hill and Shannon Hansen. If you are a Shannon Hansen fan, let's see happy birthdays in the chat. It was Shannon's birthday very recently. Happy birthday to my #1 bestie, Mama Hill in the chat. What up, Mama Hill? What up, Shannon? So they did forget to put a straw in for me. But in the glove box, I always carry Narcan and an extra straw. Both are so important. Extra straw means it doesn't matter if they forgot the straw. We're in business. And this is a high quality straw. This is not some paper straw. This is like ending the turtle's straw right here. Turtle's worst enemy straw right here. So I've been noticing a lot of car washes. Oh my God, look at this. Hold on. Oh, I'm missing it. I'm missing it. This dude has a big old ring, like a bull ring on the back. And a lot of trucks here have the undercarriage lights. This dude's a Gravedigger fan. Oh, and he's driving with his lights off. So he has undercarriage lights on, but his regular lights off. Or did he just turn them on? He turned them on. If you're watching the stream, turn the lights back off. Okay, he's not watching the stream. Chanel, what up? Yeah, I'm gonna get behind her so we can see what's going on with this bull ring. Bull ring. If you're watching the stream right now, go into the right lane. Oh, he's vaping. I just saw some smoke coming out. Yeah, he's not watching. It's okay. Actually, I don't know. Seems like he's got his brake. Those are the brake lights. I don't know, I'm confused. Sometimes it looks like he doesn't have... Oh, look. See, when he's not using his brakes, his lights are off. He's just using the navigation of the undercarriage light. Wait, does that mean he's watching the stream? Didn't I say if you're watching, turn your lights off? If you're watching the stream, hit the brake lights at this next stoplight. If you want Shannon Hansen to have a happy birthday, then at this next stoplight, light up your taillights. Alright, let's see if he wants Shannon to have a happy birthday or not. Oh my gosh, I kinda don't know where we're... Oh, hold on. Sorry, I'm trying to get on 36. What a Grinch. Did he not want Shannon to have a happy birthday? Too late. She already had a happy birthday. Trick question. Oh yeah, it's almost 4:20. I got all these emails from all these head shops not head shops, pot shops. Linda was like, what's a head shop? I was like, that means like pipes and bongs and spikes and stuff. Linda is so innocent. We grew up totally different. She's the yang to my yin. You love Katie Evans? Who's Katie Evans? Oh, I see a plane right there. There is a little airport close to us. Alright, we're gonna go take a lap in Boulder. What is this vehicle right here? Looks like he has a dumpster instead of a back. Do you want the truck with the aftermarket dumpster on the back? How much more is that? Oh, actually, I see a tube. This might be a porta potty eater. Hey, Shannon Hansen, thank you. I see that. Mama Hill has meats on her truck like that. Meats? What's meats mean? Is that true? Do you have meats on your truck? Next time I am in your vehicle, I'm going to check it for jerky. I believe Shannon Hansen. Are you driving like a Arby's corporate truck? You've got the meats? Oh, street sweeper. Yeah, that's probably right. But all I see is the tube. See the tube in the middle? That looks like what they attach at your campsite. Take the sewage out of the ground. What's in the trunk? Junk. Hey, thank you so much, Sonia. Thank you for gifted memberships in here. If you just got a gifted membership, please thank Sonia. Hey, and Joe's Lawn and Snow in here. Shout out to all the Minnesotans in the chat. Oat in a boat. Tanya with the 5 gifted. Okay, so this is either Louisville or Superior. That's the name of this town. And then we're gonna crest the hill and drop into Boulder. East Coast in the house. Is anybody getting any tornadoes right now? When I was in meteorology class in high school, they were telling us that when a warm front runs into a cold front, that's when they start dancing around each other in a spiral and they make a tornado. So whenever you see like really drastic changes from cold to warm or warm to cold, be on tornado watch. Thank you very much, Mama Hill. Mama Hill, baby. I was really emotional today about 2 o'clock. I was watching the Denver Nuggets take on the LA Clippers. I've seen the 3 NBA teams I've seen more than any other teams. Number 1, Denver Nuggets. I've been to so many Nuggets games. Number 2, LA Clippers. Close second. I used to go to every Clippers game because the Lakers tickets would be super expensive. And then there used to be this website called Gold Star that would sell like discounted concert tickets and just any kind of discounted events. And Gold Star used to have really cheap Clippers tickets back in like the Billy Crystal, Penny Marshall, early Clipper days. Like back in the Blake Griffin Clippers. And I used to go to a lot of those. I lived in Minnesota for a little bit, and when I lived there, my dad worked for Target Direct. One of the Target headquarters is in Minnesota, and that's where my dad got a job. Because of that, we got to go to free events at the Target Center, which is like one of the main places for concerts and NBA games in Minnesota. And my dad and I were at the game where Dennis Rodman donkey kicked that photographer. So we were sitting there watching the game, and Dennis Rodman fell to the ground. He's on his butt, and he just looked at this camera guy. He had a problem with him for some reason, and he just gave him like the biggest donkey kick. My dad and I watched that live. My dad and I also watched the Mike Tyson Evander Holyfield, but that was on pay-per-view. And that was the one where Mike Tyson bit Evander Holyfield's ear and then spit it out on the ring. And my dad was like, that's the last pay-per-view I ever pay for in my life. And he stuck to that. He never even considered getting another pay-per-view after that. What's funny is he was not a pay-per-view guy before that. And I could tell he was like, I'm going to get pay-per-view. He thought like, your old dad has a couple tricks up his sleeve, doesn't he? And then as soon as Mike Tyson bit his ear, oh my God, he was so mad. What's funny is, if you remember that fight, he nibbled on Mike Tyson's ear before the bite. And Evander Holyfield was trying to tell the ref, like, hey, this dude's trying to eat my ear. And the ref's like, oh, come on. It's never, ever happened. And then Mike Tyson, you could see him take, like, have you ever taken a bite of jerky and it doesn't come out? Like, it doesn't tear right with your teeth. You have to kind of, like, rip it in your mouth like it's Laffy Taffy. He did that to Evander Holyfield's ear. Julie Cohen, thank you. I started watching you last May. Hey, thank you, Julie. Last May was almost like a different lifetime for me now. Wow, last May. Seems like 5 years ago now. Thank you very much. Thank you to everybody that is still hanging in there with me. A love bite. I think he had to get plastic surgery to have his top of his ear reconstructed. I haven't had a lot of ear injuries, but a couple times in my life I've had like a pimple in my ear, and that was probably like 9 out of 10 pain. For some reason, anything with the ear is just like super painful. Oogie Boogie member for 13 months. Thank you so much. Dang, we have a lot of members in the chat tonight. Thank you for hanging in there with me. So we are officially in Boulder. We made it. Linda told me I'm off the hook with the donuts. The last donut that I got her, so I bought 2 of the maple cream. So it's a maple donut with Bavarian cream inside. She ate one of them, and then she left one of them in Tupperware, and it literally turned into liquid after a couple days. Jack and Neve sent Jeremy Reed gift memberships. That's what it says on my phone. Oh, there, it just changed. Thank you very much. Jack and Neve, thank you for making more members in here. What up, Mark? So earlier, Linda and I played pickleball. I think today alone we played 4 or 5 hours of pickleball, which is pretty normal for us now. Congratulations to Shavkat Ramanov, who got the gifted membership from Jack and Neve. Thank you, Heroic SoCal member for 12 months. We have a lot of 12-monthers in here right now. Are you hungry? Yeah. Here you go.
Thanks, Doc.
Yeah, have a great night.
Sweet. Thank you.
You're welcome. We gave him some chicken. Nothing warms the belly like some chicken. It's also crazy to see the differences in the homeless population here and in LA. In LA, man, every night that we were out, I would see hundreds of homeless people. Hundreds with an S. Multiple hundreds. I don't even know if I've seen 100 total since I moved here. Another thing, I have not seen one police chase live since I moved here. Not one. In California, daily. Hear helicopters screaming over the house. Oh, that's the sheriff helicopter. There must be a pursuit. Yep, there is a pursuit. Thank you, Mama Hill, for the stars. Nino for the stars. Sonia, Dev. And welcome to Colorado. You will love it. I miss it. Lil Acorn, did you used to live in Colorado? One thing that they would do, so this is in the late 90s, before marijuana was legal, they would have a hemp rally, and it was on so there's like a little soccer field type place in the middle of campus. The cops would be very lenient on 420 because they knew what time it was. They knew that like they're either going to make everybody their enemy and nickel and dime all these little paraphernalia tickets, or just let everybody be themselves for one day. They were very lax. I don't even know if I've heard of anybody getting in trouble on 420. But they used to do a hemp rally at high noon in front of the Capitol. And then they would also have a smoke fest here on the Boulder campus. I've been to both. They were both very smoky. Went to 420 rallies at the Capitol. Oh, you know, they would always be at high noon. Look, there's a little bit of snow over there on the ground. Not much. I think this is a frat house. Jackie Lou. Hey, Churro, what up? The Barber Joint. That's this hair spot right here. Wingnut on the Hill. Peckish looks like chicken. Oh, it's hot wings. Oh, this place is called Kitchens on College. Whoa, there's a party bus in front of us. Okay, at the Fox Theater tonight, it says the Backseat Lovers. I've never heard of that. Is anybody in the chat familiar with that band, the Backseat Lovers? My grandma used to tell me about the rumble seat. Is anybody in the chat old enough to know what the rumble seat is? My grandma was always bragging to me about how she would sit in the rumble seat. I'm like, wow. What a risk taker. Oh, boots of the night right here. Look at these pink My Little Ponies. Jeez. Tassels on fleek right here. Does anybody say on fleek anymore, or is that outdated? Timestamp? Alright, I don't know if I've told this story before. So, when I was younger, so I have a sister that's 4 years older than I am. And so my mom was always trying to save money and like trips. So whatever my sister was into, I had to do it as well. Like she would book me to do whatever my sister was doing the next session. So that's why I took vocal lessons when I was a kid. Never had any interest in doing that, but we were already there. And then my mom could write the payment on one check to the lady. So my sister was in piano lessons. I had piano lessons. And then I had vocal lessons. And the teacher would be like, Jeremy, did you practice? And I'm like, I sure did. Never. I never practiced. I just had the voice of fallen angel, apparently. Wait, where was I even going with that? Oh, so I had to do everything that my sister was doing. I don't remember what activity that was gonna make me think of that. I don't remember. Hold on, give me a second. I mean, it's hard. The reason it's hard for me is because I have to go through everything that she did to think about what I did. God, here's the truck that we saw on the highway. It almost looks like a Cybertruck, right? Like the lines. Elon Musk might have been a fan of this. It really has like the silhouette of a Cybertruck. Oh, and this dude just snaked me. It's okay. Rumble seat. Yeah, I have no idea. Actually, Linda was just making fun of me. She's like, all you do is just like go from tangent to tangent. She's like, that's why you're always forgetting everything, because you go, ooh, look at that, and just start talking about it. I believe she said it was annoying, but I might have already like blocked that part out. CMO, what up? Pons Pose, what up? Fixler. I will remember what I was talking about with my sister, probably at like an inconvenient time. I'm the same way, Jeremy. I have a short attention span. I probably am neurodivergent or some undiagnosed something that I could have gotten a scholarship for if I would have just known about it. That said free parking on the weekends. You said My Little Pony boots. Oh. Well, my sister was super into Rainbow Bright. This is not the memory I was trying to recall. My sister was super into My Little Pony and Rainbow Bright and Strawberry Shortcake. Oh, that's what it was. I remember now. Thank you, whoever just jogged my mind with the boots. Thank you for rewinding and dropping that in there. Yeah, so this is the memory. My sister, because think about the age. My sister's 4 years older than I am. So when I'm 5, she's 9. When I'm 9, she's 13. Like, it's a pretty big gap. My sister decided that she wanted to take ballet because her friends were doing it, right? So my mom's like, Jeremy, you're in the next class. It's called tumbling. And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, yeah, we booked you for this class. It's called tumbling. And you learn how to do like front rolls and cartwheels. She's like trying to make it seem like it's gonna be super fun. I'm actually just turning around, bro. I'm sorry. Yeah, have a good night. That dude wanted to sit in my warm seat. No. So I took tumbling, I want to say, for 3 years. And part of being in tumbling, you have to take photos. So like every couple months you have a recital, and then they decide what the outfit's gonna be, and then you have to take a photo with that outfit on. So I have one where I'm wearing like this card. I'm like a card dealer, and I have like cards on my bicep on like a little elastic thing. So embarrassing. Before the picture, my mom was putting makeup on me. I was a man. Well, I really wasn't a manly boy, but let's pretend like that I'm almost a man. I couldn't even breathe. She's doing that like 80s powder makeup where she's just like hitting you in the face with the pad of makeup. I'm hating it. Like at no point is I'm not exaggerating. Somebody's gonna think I'm exaggerating. I'm not. At no point was I ever like, I like this, or a smile, or like, this is making my life better. It made my life worse, but they didn't care. Sorry, it wasn't they. My dad didn't have anything to do with it. It was my mom and my sister, because my sister wanted to do it, and so I was gonna go anyway. So I took tumbling for a couple years. So now when you're looking through my old pictures, you're like, oh, there's Jeremy dressed as Red Baron and Snoopy, and I'm out there like doing cartwheels, but they weren't even like real cartwheels. It was like when you do a cartwheel with the top part of your body, but then you just do like a frog hop with the bottom part of your body. That's what I was doing, like the lowest level. And it's on VHS. My family had a VHS camcorder, so yeah. Maybe some night I'll break that out and like relive some of these PTSD memories that took me decades to forget about. Just reopen that wound. Maybe, I don't know. I've already embarrassed myself a lot publicly, so we'll see how much more I can handle. Jeremy Ballerina Reed, no. I want to see the outfit. So it's the 80s, right? So sequins, I don't know when they invented sequins, but they were peaking in the 80s. And this is probably like 85, because it's like elementary school. I did kindergarten in 5th grade, or I did kindergarten when I was 5. So probably like, hold on. What's up with this guy's shirt right here? Is he expecting? That's quite a shirt, bro. Oh, he heard me say that. If you're watching the stream, put your shirt back. He's like, oh my goodness, my belly button is getting a little chilly out here. Somebody last night asked Linda if she was not expecting. It was like, are you with child or something? I was out of the chat a lot, but she was like, this person just asked me if I'm with child. And she didn't find the humor. I found it though. I had to search a little bit, but I found it. Bedazzled Jeremy. Trying to think of what my other outfits were. It took me so long to forget these memories. All right, let's take a quick stroll down Pearl Street, aka Memory Lane. Would you say 70s for peak sequin area? So I don't know. You guys let me know. I wasn't around. I got here in at the very beginning of 1980. I was born in February of 1980. And I was here for all the 80s. All the 80s music reminds me of when I first heard it on a school bus. Even cold, this is pretty good. I'm August 1977. You missed 3 really good years, I bet. My parents, I think my mom graduated high school in 1969. So that's why I'm listening to like America, Creedence, Fleetwood Mac, Jimi Hendrix. That was those were the pop-in songs back then. Back when Michael Jackson had his original nose. Michael Jackson wasn't a bad-looking dude. I don't know why he wanted to look like Diana Ross, but he got his wish. All right, let me grab some cash. Not in there. This is my little coin purse. And whenever I see cash, I try to like stuff it in here just in case. Mama Hill member for 29 months. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mama Hill. That's about as long as I've had the memberships. Mama Hill is the OG. Okay, yeah. All right, I do have cash. Shout out to Canadian Frank who lives in San Diego. What up, Canadian Frank? Old G. This straw kind of feels like it has a little hole in it. Like it kind of seems like it has a flat tire. I've never been to the park that's near here, but it's telling me the name. It's Barker Park. Bob Barker. Robert Barker. Turn the straw upside down. All right, let's see if that fixes it. Hold on. I think it's compromised right here. Okay, that did fix it. That did fix it, but as soon as I drink this much more, then that hole is going to be back in the middle. Hold on. A good boy just passed. Look at the ball in this dog's mouth. Oh, and that dude has a backup tennis ball on him too. All right, it's going to be cold. Pray for me. All right. Put duct tape on it. These are good ideas. When I was growing up, I thought it was duck tape, D-U-C-K. And then when I grew to be an adult, I was like, what's that T doing in there? Duct tape. All right, these are the boots I'm saving up for right here. These boots are made for walking. And that's just what they'll do. Who goes to a store and just looks at like turtle watch bands? Yeah, I was wondering if you had that Michelangelo Ninja Turtle watch band. No, just snake. I'm in the market for a python wristband. No, just armadillo? Oh my God, look at these boots. If they were open, I might go try these on. My feet aren't pointed enough to pull those off though. Like, so is the last inch and a half just pointy with no toes in it? Oh my God, what in the honky tonk? DDR? What's DDR mean? Darren's Darewater Revival? Oh my God, this really is a snake belt. Jeez, I don't even think that's cool. Am I wrong? Is that cool? Snake belt? This jacket doesn't really scream outlaw to me. Oh my God, look at this mannequin over here. That's the expression I'd have wearing that kind of outfit too. I'd be like, just somebody end this. It's getting out of hand. He's got a broke back, it looks like. Oh my God, it's cold. Ooh, let's get out of here. Not before we check out Play Nice, Be Free. What is happening? What kind of an outlaw tells you to play nice? And who has a pocket for their cigarettes? I thought you just rolled it up in your sleeve. All right, here's the jacket that I am thinking about trying on right here. This mannequin's wearing a lot of makeup. There's somebody parked in a car right behind me trying to figure out what I'm doing. So these are the girls that took off real fast right here. They were watching they were watching me do the cowboy commentary. Please come home wearing one to see Linda's face. This is our anniversary weekend. I don't want it to be our breakup weekend. I'm gonna paint a little skateboard underneath this guy. I'm gonna borrow this and put it right up here. Oh my God, it's so quiet out here. Okay, remember how it snowed yesterday? These tulips made it through the snow. They have free Wi-Fi courtesy of Google. I got a copyright strike on the stream last night, and I'm not quite sure why. Auto scooter. What the heck? This looks like a one of the cars, like a bumper car at an amusement park. He looks like he's getting ready to pee on an electric fence. Hey. Does anybody, I don't know if anybody's an NBA fan. The Sacramento Kings played the Dallas Mavericks. And before the match, the Sacramento Kings were playing My Little Pony music to make fun of the Mavericks. This is all old school candy. Here, let me zoom in and you guys can check it out. Puffs. What does that one say? Original Puffs? Oh, okay. Swedish Fish, Haichu. I don't know what that is on the jar, but that's something I probably would try. Then here's what we're working with on the sodas. That looks like Jones soda. Oh, here's what I'm talking about. These are the Asian Oreos. This looks like a peach Oreo. And then that's a matcha Oreo, I think, or green tea maybe, probably matcha. Is that Kim Jong-un soda right there? Nuclear orange bomb? Okay. That should be Trump soda, the orange. Oh, sweet corn soda right there. Yum. There's maple soda right there next to the Hanks. Agave. Horrible finger? Oh, you can buy a fake horrible finger. I'm actually in the market. Squishy. Mermaid Tears flask. Oh, he's got candy cigarettes in his pocket. Well, this monkey ate his head. Filled with sour powder. Oh, dude, this is a Huffy. This looks like Evil Knievel's OG muscle bike. Jelly Belly beer? Okay. Marilyn Monroe lemonade? Wait, is this Gaddafi? Cream my people? What? Bacon soda? Mustard flavor? Okay. I think we jumped the shark with the mustard flavored soda. Isn't this cool? There's snow and tulips coexisting. It's cold out here. Got baby bear right here. Looks like it's made out of chocolate for Easter. Oh, here's a big map of Colorado. Niwot, Erie, Lafayette, El Dorado Springs, Gross Reservoir, Barker Reservoir, Eldora, that's where I grew up. Snowboarding, Nederland, Ward, Allen's Park. Okay, look, these tulips didn't make it. See, this is what I was expecting. How much do you think it cost to put all these tulips up? And who's playing that music? These were the pink and purples. Oh, this one's just still fully flared right here. These look good. These red, white, and blues look pretty good. These pink and purples look amazing. They close and will open with sunlight. I didn't know that. Tulip fly traps. Oh my God, it's cold. I'm walking faster. Snack spots. Chiba Hut Fly High on 420, all day 420 nugs, and 420 frisbee. That's very Boulder. Oh my God, I'm cold now. Oh, ugh. 'Cause this is. Oh, it's cold. My hands are doing the hypercolor thing. Watch this. It's cold. This always reminds me of the clock tower from Back to the Future. Marty. Get it to 88 miles an hour, Marty. Oh, I'm cold. This is gonna be a short trip. You can tell by how fast I'm walking. What do you think? Is Michael Stack's gonna be out here? I can almost guarantee he's gonna be out here because we gave him a lot of love last weekend. He's like, I can't miss it. They're counting on me. And these girls over here have just no pants on. Okay. I think, oh, thank you, Victoria Riviera. Thank you for the membership. That's dope. Thank you. I think this is Michael Stack's doorway, right? So yeah. I don't see Michael, but I do smell pot. It smells good. I see the dudes over there putting the flame on it. You hear the coffin? That's where that pot's coming from. Hold it in. Hold it in. Oh my, did you hear that guy? Did you hear the guy behind me? Oh my God. Hold on, I'm gonna pull over. I'm gonna act like I'm looking in this store so I can get behind these people. There's some rowdy kids behind me. Hold on. Let me act like I care about this clay bowl for a second. Wow, interesting. It's like a bowl made out of clay. All right, it's this group passing me right now. Hold on.
I got nothing or smell like, all right.
Look what I just found in my pocket. Anybody know about these? This might be left over from Christmas. I'm still gonna eat it. What are these called? Does anybody know? Looks like a melon. These were cops that just passed. They're on the patrol right here. Oh, they might be going toward that blue light. That blue light is usually like a we need help light. You know what? I might just go and see what they're doing because it's too cold out here for me. Yeah, we're gonna follow the cops. It's too much. Blue light special. Was that Target or Kmart? Before the rolling back prices, they had the blue light special. Oh, these are Easter eggs. Oh my God, remember when I said I walked by and those guys were smoking pot? The cops are now looking at the dudes that were smoking. See? It smells like dank Indo right here. Oh, the cops are not loving it. Oh no. The cops are having something to say about the Indo. I told you it smelled like dank weed when I rolled by. Oh no. It smelled like Jerry Garcia's humidor over there. Like a scary alley down here. What did the guy say? I can't repeat it. You're gonna have to rewind it. The cops are giving him a break. So now the cops are walking up behind me. Not like directly behind me, but a little bit further back. That's what I do at concerts right there. That's my move. If I was at Coachella, that's what I'd be doing. And this, the smiling. CMO needs some action. These cops are whispering about what I might be doing. Oh, this is a crystal pipe right here. This looks like what they sell in Mexico everywhere. It's like a crystal coffin. Crystal swan. Oh, this one's dope. Look at this one. Cord cutting kit? What does that mean? Is that for an umbilical? I don't know what that means. I think this dude's getting rolled by the cops. Oh no, they're checking his ID. Oh my God. These cops are just rolling down the street, checking everybody's ID. Making sure it's not their birthday. We have any birthdays out here tonight? I need to check your ID just to be sure. They know I'm a local because I'm not wearing any gloves or a hat. They're like, this dude's from here. He's lived here at some point. Oh, look at this girl with no coat right here walking up. It's freezing. That girl can't wait to go to the botanical gardens. Look at this blouse. And the necklace, look at that. Okay. Ooh, look at this beard. It looks like the beard is like coming out of the sides of his mouth. Hope you're wearing gloves. I'm definitely not. I have hypercolor hands. Watch this. My extremities are losing blood. That might be the first time I've seen cops out here. When I was out here last week with my friends, there was a gentleman over here playing banjo, and he was also yodeling. It's pretty cool. It reminded me of Emmett and Otter's Jug Band Christmas. Oh my God, I'm so close to the car. Yes. Feels like I'm holding an ice cream cone that's dripping down my hand. Oh yeah, there is an arcade in the back of this. This is Rocket Fizz. They have a Rocket Fizz in the Irvine Spectrum, Orange County. But it does not have a arcade in the back. This is the only one I've ever been to that has an arcade. Look at this, I already washed the car. We're rolling clean tonight. This had snow all over it yesterday. Is this the hat we saw earlier? Okay, I don't know if anyone heard Linda and I last night, but we started watching. There's a new season of Black Mirror. There's 7 episodes, and we made it through the first 6 episodes. If I had to rate the first 6 episodes 1 to 10, 1 through 6, 0 out of 10. Total waste of time. Terry Sparks, what up? Good to see you, Terry. What up? But then we started watching the last episode, which is episode 7. Episode 7 is actually decent. So if you haven't started watching Black Mirror yet, don't even bother with the first 6 episodes. Go right to episode 7. I wish I could go back in time and take that advice. I'll never get that time back. And then every time, if I ever watch something that's bad, at the end, Linda, this is the look on her face. Like, she acts like I was the writer, director, producer, marketing expert. Like, she acts like I had something to do with the movie if it's bad. She's like, you wasted our time. Like, it wasn't me specifically. Oh my God, it's cold. Hold on. We need the heated seat. If you're just joining us, we are in Boulder, Colorado. Boulder, Scully. Boulder. My family, so we were the kind of family that watched TV while we ate dinner, so we wouldn't have to talk to one another. And we would watch America's Funniest Home Videos, and then X-Files, and then maybe Home Improvement, but then Alien Nation. Does anybody remember that? It was like a mini series about aliens that were living on Earth, and it was an alien cop with a human cop. It was kind of Coneheads without the Coneheads. Does anybody remember that? Alien Nation? And we had a small TV in our kitchen, and then we had a big tube TV downstairs, like one of those that, not big, but one of them that had like wood all around it. And so if my parents were watching something upstairs, then my sister and I could go to the downstairs TV and watch like Married with Children or something we weren't supposed to watch. And and then we could hear our parents coming since they were upstairs. If they were walking toward where we were, oh my God, they just turned down a one-way street. That's something I would do. Yeah, so we would have time to turn the channel, and that was back when the remote looked like a big ice cream sandwich, and it just had like channel up and down, volume up and down, power. Like that's all that was on it, but that's all we needed. We just needed to change the channel. So my parents would come downstairs and they'd be like, "Oh, you guys are watching PBS?" We're like, you damn right we are. Can we donate money and keep the pledge alive? And my parents are like, "No, because you weren't even watching this." I think my parents knew who their kids were. Like they knew that we were breaking the law. Dang, look at all the kids trying to get into whatever this is. I think this is the Irish bar, maybe? Rod Moyes? Am I saying that wrong? Feels like I'm saying it wrong. Rod Moyes, thank you so much for the member for 14 months. That's probably not how you say that, but thank you so much. Boom, boom, boom. Oh my God, bro. Say Mighty Bull has entered the room. Greetings all. What up, Mighty Bull? Thank you, Rod, and thank you, Mighty. I used to watch Mighty Mouse. I would watch Danger Mouse on Nickelodeon, which I still could watch Danger Mouse. That's pretty cool. And then Mighty Mouse was okay. Not the greatest, but acceptable. Roddy Piper. Whoa, bro. Has anybody ever seen the Roddy Piper movie called They Live? Where he puts on the special sunglasses and then he can see like all the propaganda and advertisements in the world. Terry Sparks, hello Jeremy, good to see you. What up Terry? What up Jennifer? What up Yuli? Love Perp. You just watched it a few months ago. I wonder how far we are from the John Benet Ramsey house. Let me look it up. I'm gonna see if I can find it. Oh, and I need to plug my phone in. Uh, 15th Street in Boulder. So, behind me? Hold on. Hey, Zach Stuff. Thank you, bro. Thank you for that. 749 15th. Hold on. It's close. Let's go by there. This is where I got the copyright strike for George Clinton P-Funk Funkadelic. There was a DJ out here last weekend. I thought that I had turned it down in time, but no. They got us. Here are the smoking girls. The girls that are smoking. She's She's making it look good. Oh my gosh, I'm seeing some shorty shorts out here. 40 degrees, probably 39 degrees. Oh, there's a party going on over there too. When is rush for the, oh dude, you didn't even pull over enough for that. We got double rideshare people letting people out right here. It's like crazy taxi. Time to make some crazy money. Right at the beginning of Crazy Taxi, the video game, they would play this Offspring song that went, yeah, 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 yeah. And then the Crazy Taxi logo would come up. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's time to make some crazy money. I just recently played that, the Nintendo 64 version. Man, the graphics were very blocky. We might buffer a little bit in here. It is super dark. I'm actually seeing some stars. Oh wow, it's right here. I didn't realize they lived so close to the hill. So it's saying the JonBenet Ramsey house is one house in on the right. Oh my god, it's dark. Dude. It's right here. It's like literally the darkest house. Okay, so not this one. Actually, it might be this one. No, I'm pretty sure it's this one. So yeah, you guys aren't going to be able to see anything. Or actually, maybe it's this one. Oh shoot. So I just watched I watched the newest JonBenet Ramsey documentary, and it showed the layout of the house, and it looked like a pretty modest house. Like it didn't look like a huge house. And then you went inside and it was huge. I want to say like 15,000 square feet or something. It was insane. I think there was a dude that confessed, and then they determined that it couldn't have been him. But he was like, if it wasn't me, how did I know about all these rooms? And they were like, yeah, that's a good point, because it was so confusing. And then where the police looked all over the house. They didn't see a body. And then they asked the dad, John Ramsey, I think. They asked him to go look. And then the first place he looked, he found her, which was in this like laundry room basement area. And he walked straight to it. That was the first place he looked. Michael Simpson, Jeremy, Rocky Mountain Oyster Tacos tonight. Oh my God, bro. That sounds horrendous. Rocky Mountain oysters, for anybody that doesn't know, those are cow balls. I don't know why somebody even tried that as food in the first place. Probably like some Oregon Trail covered wagon era stuff. I've never tried those. I hope that I never do. Look how dark this neighborhood is, bro. Like, is this before street lights were invented? Look at this. I'm gonna kill the lights. Look at this. Those are my running lights. This is creepy. Flash twice. Oh, Never mind. It's this is bad reception. Why is it the creepiest neighborhoods always have the worst reception? Corey Rowe, what up? Kefner, what up? Now you're entering the Twilight Zone. Michael Simpson, thank you so much, man. Michael, I'm going to be back in LA in a couple weeks. Hope you tune in. Whoa. Look at the landscaping here. They're like, how do we tell people that we're in Boulder, Colorado? Just based on the front yard. I'm a little bit lost over here too. I wish I could turn off the running lights to show you like how truly dark. Actually, let me just get back to civilization. This is a little too dark for me. And I'm right up next to the hill. That's why we're not getting good reception. Jeez, they have a lot of snow over here. Okay, here's no light. This is me looking up the street. It looks like they filmed Exorcist over here. Boulder's landscaping supplies. Yeah, I'm a little lost. I thought if I just kept going in one direction that we would see some major road. Oh, maybe it's at the bottom here. Still looks safer than Clinton Avenue in Newark, New Jersey. I'm going toward the stoplight. We were in a neighborhood that didn't have any regular light, let alone stoplight. No way you walk on this street at night. Oh, and then look at these chicks are going right into the darkness wearing these outfits. Horror movie right there. Oh, and then look at the dog hanging out of this car. And then we got the bros with the lights. And they all had baskets. Cool. Like Wizard of Oz baskets on those bikes. And your little dog too. Now we're back in civilization. That was like Donner Party neighborhood for a second. Did you see E.T.? I didn't see him, I felt him. Animal House right here. Delta, Delta, Delta. Help ya, help ya, help ya. Oh, okay, now I know about where we, geez. We really weaved our way through there. Look at this girl's pink cowboy hat right here. Girl. And then her boyfriend was wearing swimming trunks. Perfect, 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 perfect. In case he has to do the polar bear plunge tonight. Perfect, 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 perfect. Look at these girls' outfits right here. Not even cold. Don't even own a coat. Can't even spell coat. What is this? Oh, Lofts on the Hill? He just checked the ID. I knew this dude was just gonna go across the street. Look, he's got red Solo cups. Porty, 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 porty. This girl is just wearing a bra right here, look. She's just wearing a bra and a jean jacket. Girl. She's ready for the Easter egg hunt. I don't know, it snowed last night. I'm thinking about just wearing a bra. Whoa. This girl's wearing Jinko jeans right here. Should I wear my swimming trunks out tonight? They're still a little bit wet. I'll dry them off as I'm wearing them. Alright, reception might be a little sketch over here, but this looks like where the party is going on. Look at the front plate. European G-Wagon right here. With the extra snow. Remember Gerber jeans? That does sound familiar. I had a pair of Z Cavaricis. And I had some Jordache. Before there was DoorDash, there was Jordache. I prefer comfort over cuteness these days. That's T. Lucero saying that. Give me a hoodie and I'm good. I think I will give you a hoodie. I'm gonna give you a hoodie and then it's gonna say all good in the hood. Whoa, what's that light in the distance? Looks like 2001 Space Odyssey. That might be Folsom Field. That's CU campus in front of us. Would anybody wear a hoodie that said all good in the hood? Or maybe the front should say all good and then the back of it should say in the hood. All right, we're gonna go check out that UFO landing site real quick. That girl looked inebriated. Okay, I know where we are. Jeremy Reed, I'd go with the all good in the hood. Hey, Michael. Oh, I'd go with all good under the hood. That's a cool mechanic shirt. When I open up my auto body shop, that's what I'm gonna have as my employee uniform. I really need to do a day stream here. This is such a pretty area in the daytime. And and then we'll go by the John Benet Ramsey house. I have a question. Who thinks that we're going to see a bunny tonight before I turn the stream off? Not a raccoon, a bunny. It's 45 minutes till Easter. Are we going to see a bunny tonight? Can we go by the Mork and Mindy house? Mark, I skipped it this time because I'm sure somebody was like, $1,000 this guy goes by the Mork and Mindy house, and I didn't want that bed to go through. But yeah, if you go back to the last several weeks, we stopped by the Mork and Mindy house, and I think we're all nanu'd up over there. It's probably a trap. They probably are like waiting for us this weekend. You know what we need to do is we need to reach out to Mindy and just get her onto the live stream. I bet she's available. Well, I don't know for sure. We'll have to check her schedule. Oh yeah, we saw Corey Rowe. Yeah, we saw some hacky sack bros up on the hill. That was crazy. It looked like they came out of like a time warp. Jinko jeans, hacky sacks. Robin Williams was such a good actor. He was a good actor. A lot of comedians were mad at him because apparently he used to steal a lot of other comedians' jokes, and he was more successful than most people. So when they would call him out and be like, hey, you're using our joke, his manager would just pay him off and be like, how much? $2,500? All right, it's his joke now. And they're like, okay. He was pretty notorious. Like, this is before Carlos Mencia and some of the other like famous joke thieves. I guess Robin Williams was like top tier joke thief. I remember seeing him in Good Will Hunting. I was like, man, they must have really given him like a beer bong and NyQuil or something. Like, he was usually just so like over energized. That was a cop that went left, and now this is a cop in front of us. He's kind of over the line a little bit. Whoa, bro. Bicycle bro just dominating out here. Zach Stuff sent 1 gifted membership. Thank you, Zach. All right, let's see what knives I'm working with in here. This is the one I showed last time. This is a fixed blade. I like it. It's like hunting / Denver Broncos style. And then this is an auto. This is also Benchmade. I like this one with the carbon fiber scales. And then this isn't the case it came with, but it's absolutely perfect. Look at this. It's like a candy bar. This is my This is my little Nintendo. Miu Mini.
Yo, is that shot?
Let's go into my recent games. Hold on. So I was playing Baseball Stars, Super Off-Road, Micro Machines, NBA Jam Tournament Edition, Dave Mira Freestyle BMX, RC Pro-Am, Iron Man. Do you guys want to watch me play? Hey, Mama Hill, thank you for the gifted membership. I appreciate that. Do you want to see me play Super Off-Road or RC Pro-Am? Wait. Let me see if I can even get like a good angle to do this. Not really. Hold on. No, that won't work. Now, how am I gonna do this? Hold on. I'll see if maybe I can put it. I'm gonna try to put the phone right here between my seatbelt and see if it'll hold it. Hold on. Okay, if I play the game right by that part of my steering wheel, maybe you'll see it. Hold on. Is that good enough? Hold on. Okay. Let me try to do some RC Pro-Am. Here, I'll do it with the sound on for you guys too. Oh, the phone's already moving. Hold on. This is what I was playing in the 80s. I've had 40 years to get good. Oh my God, bro. No! I rage quit. RC Pro-Am is remote control cars. And then this is a 3D printed case that I got off of Etsy that perfectly fits this. So yeah, this is what I roll with if I have to go to any kind of a waiting room, anything like that. When I was at that arcade, One Up Arcade, not last Saturday, but the Saturday before last, they have an Ivan Stewart Super Off-Road with the 3 steering wheels. So it's a side, and then middle. So 3 people can race each other at once. I used to play that so much. I remember even like turning in nickels and dimes and turning them into quarters just so I could put them in that Super Off-Road machine. If I ever buy an arcade for the house, it's probably going to be NBA Jam and then probably Super Off-Road. And then maybe Duck Hunt. I have, at that One Up in Westminster, I have a record. My initials are in there for Duck Hunt. I think I got to like the 3rd level on that Duck Hunt. Okay, sorry, I got sidetracked. We're gonna go see if we can figure out where this UFO landing is. Kind of looks like it's on the other side of this building. Shannon Hansen, maybe we'll find a bunny tonight. Hey, thank you, Shannon. I'm looking. I'm keeping my eyes peeled. I'm keeping my eggs boiled, if you know what I mean. Thank you very much, Shannon. I appreciate that. Happy belated birthday to Shannon. 29 years old. One more year and you'll be 30. Enjoy your 20s. Oh, I actually do see. I'm taking this over to where the lights are. I see where that's coming from. Happy birthday, Shannon, in the chat. Who else has a birthday this month? My grandma just had a birthday. She's in her late 90s. And my grandma has... One of my grandma's brothers just passed away. I want to say 2 weeks ago. And she has another brother that's still alive. He's 106. He's about to be 107. I'm sure if you watch like morning news, you might see a picture of him. It's always a big deal when somebody's 100 and... Oh, look, see all the lights? This is where I saw Pearl Jam in the 90s. So past this next stoplight on the right. And this is when Pearl Jam only had 10. The album 10. That was the only thing they had out. Yeah, look. This is where Deion Sanders is the coach. His name is Coach Prime. So Neon Deion is the CU Boulder head coach. Right her. And his two sons play for him. They're good. And then right here is where I bought that bootleg Pearl Jam shirt in the parking lot. And I wore that shirt until the graphics just wore away. So CU Field, I think this is Folsom Field to the right. I think. One of these is CU Fieldhouse. Oh yeah, this is Fieldhouse Plaza. So CU Fieldhouse and then Folsom. I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. Oh, here come the bros. Let's let them pass. This reminds me of like Dead Poets Society right here. Captain, my captain. Oh, that's a Robin Williams movie too. Has anybody seen Dead Poets Society? Robin Williams is in a lot of things. I remember a movie he was in called Toys with LL Cool J and Joan Cusack. John Cusack's sister. Oh my God, we're trapped in here. Hey, oh! They wanted to see if we would limbo under it. Oh, good morning, Vietnam. I forgot about that. Good morning, Vietnam. Oh, look, it's Titanic with Rose on the front. It's just like Titanic.
I know, right?
Did you hear him? She goes, I know, right? Jack, there's room for both of us on this iceberg, but you know, I guess I'll just take the whole thing for myself. You look pretty comfy in the frozen water. There was totally room for Jack on that little iceberg. Gentlemen always finish last. That's the moral. There's a movie called Orange County with Colin Hanks, Tom Hanks' son. And one of the writers of that movie is in the movie. He plays a teacher. And the teacher's talking about Shakespeare. And the teacher goes, you know, if I say William Shakespeare, what comes to mind? And a girl raises her hand and she goes, ooh, Claire Danes. And he goes, that's right. And then somebody else raises their hand and they go, ooh, Leonardo DiCaprio. And he goes, that's right. And he goes, there's also somebody else. There's also somebody else that's almost as famous as those two. His name is William Shakespeare. I think kids know, well, my generation, they made a remake of Romeo and Juliet, and it was Claire Danes and Leo. So a lot of kids in the 90s were like into that. I don't know why these girls would know. If those kids are going to college, they're probably like 19 or 20. So they were probably born after the 2000s. Maybe they saw the, what's it, Cameron? Who's the guy that did Titanic? Something Cameron? Oh man. That's gonna haunt me now. It's the guy that went down in the submarine to see the Titanic. Yeah, James Cameron, thank you. Mike Cameron. James Cameron. The only famous Cameron. Other than Kirk Cameron. How are you just gonna put the hazards on right there? Yeah, I'm gonna say Kirk Cameron is more famous than James Cameron. One of my best friends in LA, he worked on Avatar. So he got to work with James Cameron a little bit. Avatar was supposed to be huge and it was kind of mid. Smells like pot right here. Look at this girl's boots. Should I try to sneak us into one of these college parties? I'll just join one of these groups of kids, walk in, and whatever party they go into, I'll try to... Oh, I just saw something go into the sky over here. Oh my God. What's going on over here? I'm seeing fireworks. I'm seeing fireworks. I'm hearing snap, crackle, and pop. See, this is the scary neighborhood doing that. Jandal in the city, what up? What up, Jolie? Heroic SoCal, Mark, what up? It smells like the 4th of July over here. It smells like freedom. And gunpowder. Has anybody ever seen the movie Twins with Danny DeVito and the Governor? This looks like the movie that this looks like the car they drove in Twins. This is actually the shape of the car I used to draw in elementary school. They might have gotten one of my early drawings and then they're just like, you know what, let's just make this. squared in the back. Party in the front. Is it a caddy? It kind of looks like an Oldsmobile. My daddy always had a caddy. You need to say daddy if you're going to say caddy. Pons Pose. My dad always had a caddy. You got to say daddy if you're going to say caddy. Sorry, those are the rules. Damn the rules. Jandal in the city. Is it your birthday? We're in the frat houses right here. What is this dude doing?
How many people you with? Okay, never mind. This ain't your car. What the fuck? I was about to hop in that way.
Dude just living his life right in the middle of the road. Oh my God. So I think anybody that's been hanging out with me long enough, they know what this means. Ruby red slippers up on the wire. Oh my God, hold on. We gotta let some scooter bros pass us. That dude had a cowboy hat on. I wish they had scooters when I was a kid. Well, they did, but they were the Flintstone manual. So you had one shoe that had like brand new tread, and then the next shoe looked like a bowling shoe. It's like when you get out of jail and you have one like super strong arm, and then the other arm looks like Pee-wee. That dude was DoorDash on a bicycle. And then this dude's e-bike all blacked out. Jeez, he was DoorDash too. DoorDash slanging them personal Pam pizzas out here. P cubed. Oh, and then here's a cop. A little bit too late. Oh, let's let these guys go in front of us. These are some musicians right here. I guarantee you those dudes are into reggae. If you don't like my fire, then don't come around, 'cause I'm gonna burn one down. Oh, these girls both have matching pink raccoon hats. The pipe fitter, yeah, the pipe fitter's been there forever. Or it was there in the 90s when I was there. What up, everybody? I've been live for 2.5 hours. Thank you to everybody that hung out tonight. I'm still gonna continue the drive. I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for chilling with me. Saturday night, 11:36. So in another 24 minutes, it'll be Easter. And in New Zealand, it's already been Easter for a while. You've been live for years. It's true. Oh, I'm a little bit tired. Yeah. What's hanging out the back of this Tesla? Oh, they're trying to get away from us. Hold on. They don't want me to see what's hanging out of the back of this Tesla. Oh, they know we're pursuing. All right, you guys look before they take off. Oh, look at the shoes up here too. Tell me what's hanging out of the back of this. Oh, he just ran the stop sign to get away from us. Oh, he's stopping. He's going to confront us. Or he's going to let these people out of the car. Oh no, this dude looked like he was going to try to get into my Jeep. This is an Uber area over here. Clown car. Who else is getting out? Just Bozo and Binky. Dang, he scored extra points for going super fast at the end. I'll double the tip if you don't tap the brakes for the next 3 blocks. Whoa. That got one Joey Lawrence. Whoa. Oh, that's also what I used to watch in the 80s. I would watch Small Wonder, and then after that was Alf, and then after that was Blossom with Joey Lawrence. And the girl from Big Bang Theory. Meowlum Blanket? I don't know what her last name is. Something with a B. Meowlum Black Blanchett? I don't know. Did you watch Blossom? I did. What was Blossom's friend's name? It was like Scout or something really weird. I liked her friend. I thought her friend was cute. Miam Bialik. That name just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? 6. Hey, thank you. Yeah, 6 was a little baddie. I used to call her Sace. Go show everyone Dark Horse. I don't know. It's pretty dark. We've already seen a lot of darkness tonight already. 6. Her name was 6. Oh, the car didn't think I was going to stop for that one. So since I watched that in the 80s, I haven't heard of anybody else whose name is 6. Small Wonder. I used to watch Small Wonder. It seemed like every episode they were like accidentally spilling water on her, and then she'd start like tweaking out, and I'd actually get like freaked out. I'm like, oh my God, she's smoking. Put her in a bathtub full of rice, quick. Married with Children, had 7. Soleil Moonfry. Yeah, man, that's Punky Brewster. I used to be a big Punky Brewster fan. So they used to have those like teen bop magazines. I used to have Soleil Moonfry and then Alyssa Milano. And then me right in the middle. That's the sandwich I wanted to make. Soleil Moonfry, Alyssa Milano, and then innocent little me right in the middle. Just getting Night at the Roxbury right in the middle. So I've never heard of anybody else named Soleil, and I've never heard of anybody else named Six. Those were two names that kind of just went away with the 80s. And Alf. I don't really hear of very many people named Alf. Should have been a bigger name for how cool that show was. Maybe you believe me, maybe you don't. I was actually just looking up Teddy Ruxpin dolls on eBay the other day. I had one in my cart. I almost pulled the trigger on it. It was a working Teddy Ruxpin for $29.99. But I don't know if it, like, even though they say it's working, I don't know if I believe it. But I really want a working Teddy Ruxpin. I wouldn't mind having my original glowworms back either. The one with the like the little night cap, the night hat. The arcade that I was in, One Up Arcade. Oh, look at this dude getting gnarly on the scooter. Hold on, he's definitely gonna do some tricks. Oh no, he's turning it off. Oh, he's showing his friend that he filmed him doing that. He gone X game mode. It's infringing. Incredible how much Jeremy remembers. I don't drink alcohol. And I never had kids. I think when you have kids, your brain kind of like locks a lot of your kid memories, and then you override those memories with all the parental stuff. I don't know if that's true or not, but my memory is really good. I think it's because I never had kids. My friends that had kids, they just had to go through like 12 years of listening to bad music, Teletubbies, all that kind of stuff. And I didn't. I just continued listening to like Alice in Chains and all right, they're serving pizza. What? Pizza pie. Not true, Jeremy. Or so true, Jeremy. We have a not true and a so true. So those cancel each other out. I'm doing good. Working on moving from Pahrump to Lake Elsinore. Plus doing various craft shows, finding places to volunteer when I get fully moved. My dad lived in Temecula for a while. And on my way to visit him in Temecula, I would go by Lake Elsinore. And I would always see hot air balloons and people skydiving. So I don't know if you are into either one of those, air balloons or skydiving, but Lake Elsinore has both in spades. Louisiana Realtor Munchies spot. Yeah, this is Cosmo's Pizza. Cosmo Kramer. Surfing the cosmos, bruh. Pay a person to jump out of their plane. I wonder what the live streaming's like. I love skydiving. I was so scared of skydiving before I did it. I am not somebody that loves to have my stomach up in the top part, kind of like when you're on a roller coaster. I don't like that feeling. And I thought that it was going to be like several minutes of that when I was free falling. And then the first tandem jump I did, it was in Hawaii. It was on North Shore of Oahu. And the scariest part is when he's like, all right, dangle your feet out of the door. And then he like did all of the ending stuff, like tightening the straps. And I'm thinking to myself, like, my feet are dangling out of the door. Wouldn't you want to tighten the straps way before the dangling feet part? But then he goes, all right, because the wing of the plane is right by the door. And he goes, all right, you know, like inch out on the wing. He wanted us to like hold the wing before we dropped. And I just remember thinking like, this is horrible. I hate this. And then we let go of the wing, we dropped, and I was just waiting for like the stomach part that I didn't want to have happen. And it never happened. It just felt like a big fan, and I mean big, like a 200-mile-an-hour fan in your face. But that's it, and that's why I will continue to do it. I've jumped probably 4 or 5 times after that. It's really not bad. The next time I jumped, it was barely even stressful because I trusted the process. The first time Linda went skydiving, she had a really big instructor, and the dude pile drove her. So like they're getting ready to land. They tell the tandem, so like the person on the front, to pick your legs all the way up, so that as you come in for the landing, the instructor can kind of like run. So as you come in for the landing gear is the instructor's legs. I guess he like caught the tips of his toes and then just pile drove Linda. And Linda weighs like 98 pounds. So this dude just like dunked her like paper mache. And she says that she still has like back issues and whatever from that. I think maybe it's a little of that, and maybe she just never wants to do that again. But if anybody ever wants to take me skydiving, hit me up. I'd love to jump. And you get discounts for doing it in bigger groups. Kind of like everything. People are always trying to include me on like trips to Mexico or whatever, because they're like, oh, if we get 7 people, it's cheaper for all of us. I used to get my hair cut in here. Back when I had hair and I was paying people to cut it, this is where I would come. It was not at this Supercuts right here either. It was this lady that used to cut, so she cut my mom's hair, she cut my sister's hair. That's why I went, because I had to. And then my dad, I don't remember, I think he had a barber that he would normally go to, and then something happened and he had to end up coming here. And then the next time after my dad went to our, when it's a female, it's not a barber, it's like a hairstylist, I guess. When my dad went, the next time I went in to get a haircut, the lady was like, yeah, your dad came in here. And I was like, oh, cool. And then she kind of paused and she's like, your dad's a real weird guy. And I was like, yep, you definitely met my dad. I was like, why do you think he's weird? Because he was just a weird dude. And she was like, he didn't say one word to me. She's like, he sat down and just acted like he couldn't speak. He didn't say one word to me. And I was like, yep, that's my dad. He was a weird dude. I think he might have had like some undiagnosed condition going on, like Asperger's with a side of autism, something like that. He definitely had a combo meal of like neurodivergence going on. But it was back in the 50s, so they didn't diagnose anything back then. It was just like, oh, this dude's weird. They just left it at that. There was no scholarship for weird back then. The other reason I think that he had like autism and whatever is because he was also a genius. Like he was he was borderline Rain Man quality when it came to like cards. He could count cards. He was amazing at bridge. He used to play euchre, pinochle, cribbage. I think everybody from that generation was into card games of some kind. They call it eccentric. Yeah, my dad, like, sometimes when you are autistic, you're a savant at something. Like somebody drops a container of toothpicks and you're like 527 toothpicks and you're like, what? You're like, that can't be right. And then you count them and you're like, that was the exact number of toothpicks. You got a little Rain Man in you? You should take that to Vegas. I make it rain, man. Or I take all the nickels out of my pocket and I make it hail. Do you like toothpicks? I love toothpicks. And Wapner. Gotta watch Wapner. Does anybody know what that's from? That's from Tom Cruise and Dennis Hoffman. Gotta watch Wapner. He loved People's Court with Judge Wapner. When's the last time you thought about Judge Wapner? That's such a cool last name. Oh, I don't know if I've ever told this story. I had a girl, there was a friend of mine from high school. She called me. This is after I'd lived in LA for like 5 years. She's like, Jeremy, are you in LA? I'm like, yeah. She's like, hey, we're going to be in LA for a couple days. We should hang out. I was like, oh, for sure. Didn't ask them what they were doing. And then I'm hanging out with them. I'm like, hey, that reminds me, what are you guys doing in town? And she was like, oh, we're on Judge Judy. And I was like, what? She's like, yeah, we're actually on an episode of Judge Judy. I was like, for what? And she goes, oh, we just made up some story because it was her and her best friend. She was like, we made up this story about how she owes me money and that we're fighting and whatever. And she's like, because all that stuff's fake. So, you know, they flew us out here. They put us up in a hotel. She's like, that's why we got the free trip. And I was like, you're serious? And then a couple years later, I saw them on Judge Judy. And so she said the thing is that, like, it wasn't a real court. It was like you just agreed to do whatever the judge says. So if the judge says, like, you pay her $314 or whatever, they're like, oh, okay. And then I realized, I was like, that's how they got away with having all those celebrity judge shows. Like, I think I saw Louis Anderson once as a judge. Oh, look at all the UFO lights on the right. Yeah, so they just agree to do whatever the judgment is. So you could go to like Bobcat Goldthwait court, and you're like, all right, he's just going to rule over our issue, and then we both agree to do whatever the ruling is. I thought that was pretty cool. They were savvy enough to be like, yeah, we can get a free trip to LA just from making up a story on Judge Judy. You forgot about Bobcat? He was so good in the Police Academy movies. You used to watch Divorce Court? Who was the judge on that? Divorce Court. I bet that got spicy. Oh. God, great time. Oh, yeah. Does anyone remember a TV show called Greg the Bunny? Oh, definitely. I love Greg the Bunny. I used to watch Greg the Bunny and then Parker Lewis Can't Lose. Parker Lewis Can't Lose was like a Ferris Bueller ripoff. Greg the Bunny was actually a good show. I used to watch that and a show called Dinosaurs. It was like a family full of dinosaurs that talked. Fat Albert, definitely. Boom, brr, a boom, brr. Hey, hey, hey. It's Fat Albert. And I'm gonna sing a song for you. We're having fun now with me and all the gang. Learning from each other while we do a thing. Nah, 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 we're gonna have a good time. Hey, hey. Was that Bill Cosby singing that? I think Herbie Hancock actually wrote. Nah, maybe I'm mixing that up. Did Herbie Hancock write the Fat Albert theme song? Na na na, we're gonna have a good time. Cosby Show was the biggest show in the 80s. Theo, Rudy. Those are the only two names I remember, Theo and Rudy. And then the mom that, or the girl that married Lenny Kravitz. And Lenny Kravitz's parents were the black woman and the white dude from Jeffersons. My dad always loved the Jeffersons. The jazzy Jeffersons. Yeah, we're moving on up. That was Lenny Kravitz's mom, the black woman, really pretty. That's Mrs. Kravitz. And then, oh, is Lisa Bonet married Leonard Kravitz. Lenny Kravitz is Jewish name. Leonard Kravitz. And then they had a daughter named Zoe Kravitz, and she has a rock band called Elevator Fight. I think that's such a cool name. Elevator Fight. Oh, I want to get in here. Jeez, this dude got some free flowers on his Subaru. It looks like that scene from Coming to America where he has the girls putting out all the flowers before he walks. She's your queen to be, a queen to last forever. I need to rewatch Coming to America. The Root. My Eye Doctor. Could they make that any bigger? My Eye Doctor. Na, 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 we're gonna have a good time. I liked the dude in Fat Albert that just pulled the beanie all the way down to his neck and then just cut out two eyes. It's like COVID style. Anyone remember the TV show in LA called White Shadow? I don't. I do remember LA Law with Corbin Burnson. Oh, there's a cop right here. Mushmouth, that's right. Lenny Kravitz is also related to Al Roker. I didn't know that. Miguel, you know Boulder like the back of your hand. Nice. We're on Arapahoe and 8th. This is a big intersection here. Whoa, look at all the red light cameras. Sheesh. I used to watch this show called V. Does anybody remember that? Just the letter V. It was like a red V with a serif on it. It was kind of like sci-fi. Maybe it was something else V, like Return to Planet V or something like that. You loved V, it came back as a series? I didn't know that. One of my favorite series back then was called Get a Life. It was with Chris Elliott, and he was like an older newspaper carrier. If you haven't seen that, you should go check it out. Get a Life with Chris Elliott. I think Chris Elliott, remember when we were talking about Dana Carvey's show? I think Chris Elliott might have been one of the writers on Dana Carvey's show. This is Voodoo Donuts where we stopped the other night. I don't know the voodoo that you do. Don't know how you do the voodoo that you do so well. It's a spell, how it make me want to shoot, shoot, shoot. I wanna shoot, baby. Oh, it make me wanna shoot. This is what I wanted to show you, this big orca. Oh, I can't get my brights to go on. That's as good as it's gonna get. Look at the baleen on that whale. It just came. I just came from Voodoo Donuts. Hey, M33, what up? Did you go to the one at a City Walk? Are you in Portland? Were you keeping Portland weird, or are you a City Walk person? City Walk always reminds me of that South Park sketch. Ooh, look at this. That looks like a Temu bubble machine right here. La Brea next to Pink's? They have a Voodoo there? I didn't know that. Wow, across from Grease Monkey? I didn't know that. How late is that Voodoo open? I'm gonna be back in LA in a couple weeks. I might have to hit that. How many bikes do they... Oh, those are delivery bikes. Crazy. There's a brand new Voodoo there. That's crazy. I had no idea. Does anybody know who Kurt Vile is? He's a musician, Kurt Vile. Hold on, I'm gonna look this up real quick. My cousin, the one that produces Rick and Morty, the cartoon, he used to do this cartoon on HBO called Animals. And they had Kurt Vile on an episode. Oh, yeah. I was wondering why I wasn't getting any action on this phone. This is why. It's telling me it doesn't even have enough to turn on. So yeah, my battery management on this phone is 0 out of 10. Did anybody ever watch the cartoon called Animals on HBO? Probably about 13 years ago or so now. My cousin was the producer. That was the same time they were trying to get Rick and Morty going. I think it was in like the second year of Rick and Morty, and they sold this cartoon to HBO called Animals. I thought it was really good, but I don't think it made it past 2 seasons. There's a episode that had a song that Linda always sings. I'm gonna pull over and see if I can find it real quick. Yeah, my cousin produced it, so it'll say from the producers of Rick and Morty, Animals on HBO. Somebody bought it. I can't remember which production company bought it. Let me look it up. Hold on. Hopefully I don't get a copyright strike for this. We'll see.
Excuse me? You know the tree is sideways, right?
Oh, look at that. It is.
Wait a minute. You're singer-songwriter Kurt Vile.
In the fur, man.
Yeah!
Oh my God,
We're
dude.
such a huge fans of
God,
yours, dude.
yeah, that's awesome. Hey, I always like visitors. Come into my abode.
Hey, Mr. Vile, would you mind signing my doodle pad?
Don't ask him to sign you. I don't mind. I do it all the time.
Thanks, man.
Used to it.
Kurt, this is April. She's sort of just like tagged along to her group, but like she doesn't know who you are, so like
Of
don't.
course I know who he is. Kurt Vile, waking on a pretty day, smoking for my halo. I'm a huge fan.
You strike me as a leader.
You probably don't know like his acoustic stuff.
No,
Like,
I've got it all, so I'm sure I do know it.
Happy birthday.
Hey, Mr. Vile, do you have any, like, food we can get from you or something?
Hey, if you little munchy cravers are hungry, I got something that'll knock your dumb little tails off. Get a load of this cabinet.
Whoa, dude.
Yes. You guys don't mind if I play a new tune of mine, do you? And a 1 and a 2.
Linda loves this song. Linda always sings this song.
Meeting and going nuts, man. Yeah, meeting and going nuts, man. Even going nuts, man. With my friends. Having a good time.
Baby.
Going nuts, you know.
So that
Excuse me? You know the tree is sideways, right?
the guy sing, or the guy that the person that's doing the voice, Kurt Vile. Linda and I used to live in Little Armenia, so we lived between Sunset and Hollywood, and we were hanging out. I used to take Linda to try to skateboard over in this parking lot over there, and we were going by one day, and Kurt Vile was filming a music video over there, And I was like, oh my God, it's Kurt Vile. That is one of the things I miss about LA is you'd always stumble upon some weird music video or some like unsanctioned shooting, like a movie shooting or something. That doesn't happen a lot here. That was kind of mostly an LA thing. I'm really excited to be in LA soon. I'm going to be in LA in a couple weeks. Hopefully, some of the old school homies from the chat will come keep me company. I have some things I need to get done when I'm in California, but I'm also going to take a couple days just to stream, do a breaking news crime cruise for the homies. Hopefully I still remember how to do it. Yeah, this is my anniversary weekend. Linda and I are waking up early tomorrow to go play some pickleball. To everybody that hung out with me last night when Linda was the guest, thank you so much for keeping it cool in the chat. Shout out to Ellie and Matt. Hope they're having a great weekend. Gracie, Tulia, M33, Jack. Yeah, so I'm going to probably I'm traveling a lot this month and next month. May and June, Linda and I have a bunch of different travel plans. But I'm going to leave Linda at home and go to LA by myself for probably about a week. I have a bunch of stuff going on there. Hold on. Hold on. I thought, hold on. I had to time out that dude. We usually don't get spammers in here. It's been a while since I've seen a spammer in here. Shout out to all the spammers. Hope you're having a great weekend. Mike, M33, Jack and Neve, Von Cruel, everybody that hung out last night and tonight, thank you so much. I'm going to have pretty much the whole week to have it be anniversary week for Linda and I, celebrating that Linda said yes when I proposed to her. I still can't believe it. I knew it was kind of a coin flip. I was like, do you want to spend the rest of your life with me? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, really? Really? Thank you for blocking that, dude. Mama Hill, Miguel, Jolie, Streamlabs, Pons Pose, Shannon, Jandal in the City, Carl Porter, Miguel. I'm going to be in Seattle at least once in the next couple weeks, maybe twice. Maybe I'll stream when I'm up there. Last time it was a little bit, the schedule didn't really allow it, but maybe I'll do it this time. Yeah, that's it for me. I'm going to go home, take an allergy pill, get some sleep. T. Lucero, Thames 308, Darren, Michael Simpson, JT. Thank you to everybody. I'll see you soon. If you can, please donate a comment after the stream. I would really appreciate it. Tell me what your favorite 80s cereal was, any memory you have from the 80s, or any comment at all. Please leave a comment. Mwah. Love you guys. I'll see you next week. Good night.